And joining us now, Carrie Severino, president of the Judicial Crisis Network. Carrie, it's great to have you with us this evening. So Speaker Pelosi says she won't bring this bill to the floor, but it doesn't end there because she wants to wait and see what the commission brings forward. Carrie, where does this go from here?
Yeah, well, the commission that Biden has proposed is really just a fig leaf, effectively, to cover what it seems to be the direction he wants to go, even though Biden himself acknowledged decades ago that the idea of hacking the court was a boneheaded idea, as he put it, that showed that when FDR tried to do it, it was because he was corrupted by power. Now, because there's such a major pressure campaign and push from the deepest pockets on the dark money left, they're moving in that direction. The commission is really just designed to give cover, to give an academic veneer to this project that really is conceived out of the most extreme groups on the left, and out of the several dozen members of the committee, it's overwhelmingly liberal. There's just a handful of moderate Republicans for kind of window dressing. But I think we know what the commission's going to say. It's going to say we need to go as fast forward toward getting more Democrat appointees on the courts as possible.
So before she died, Justice Ginsburg said that she was against court packing. Just a few weeks ago, we also heard Justice Breyer warn against it. Carrie, you talk about the commission and its makeup, but do you think there is actually any chance it would recommend expanding the court? What do you foresee?
Oh, I think it's a foregone conclusion, given the membership of the commission. It includes radicals like Larry Tribe, who is the person who invented the idea of borking Robert Bork and blocking Supreme Court nominees through that dishonest campaign, who invented the idea of filibustering appellate judges. So there's no question that the commission will give the recommendation that they believe is the most liberal one possibly politically feasible at the time. And unfortunately, we're seeing people really pushing the envelope for what is politically feasible. So if they think they can get it done, there's absolutely going to be pressure to get that court packed. And I think that handful of Republican members is going to be no obstacle to that kind of extreme proposal.
So if the commission does do what you're saying it does that put more pressure on President Biden then to actually support this? In the past, he hasn't, as you mentioned.
Well, in the past, decades ago, he hasn't. And frankly, 1 year ago, he didn't support it. But we've seen a huge sea change over that year. I think the real secret to the change isn't pressure from a commission. It's pressure from the people who helped put him in office. We know that there were historic levels of donations to Biden's campaign, over $145 million from liberal dark money groups. And it was these same groups that even before Biden was the nominee, were putting pressure on all Democratic nominees to support the notion of court packing. So this is something that goes, the pressure that's been going for over a year now on him. And I think thus far what we've seen is he is not doing a very good job of standing up to this pressure when you have the big dark money that put him in office that is asking for payback for those kind of donations to his campaign.
So House Democrats, they were out making their case today, Carrie. Among other things, they said the far right hijacked the court thanks to norm-breaking moves by Mitch McConnell, and that expanding the court is necessary to restore balance and integrity. Is there any merit to this argument?
I understand that Democrats are frustrated that President Trump had 4 years of him nominating judges and a GOP-led Senate that was confirming nominees. I understand that they're frustrated that the American people allowed Trump to take office and to then fill Scalia's seat rather than having Merrick Garland fill that seat. However, that is no excuse for trashing the institution of the court. This would be such a radical move and trigger such dangerous political tit for tats that even people like Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg herself, like Justice Breyer, like Bernie Sanders, of all people, have acknowledged court packing would trigger a very dangerous one-way ratchet of making the court bigger and bigger each time power changed in Washington. So it's a horrible idea. It's a bonehead idea, as Biden had said, and always has been.
All right. Well, Carrie Severino with the Judicial Crisis Network, we have to leave it there, but we always love having you on. Thank you, Carrie.